Hey guys, welcome back to Watching Animates. In today's video, we are learning how to use the iPad tablet with the program Procreate on it. After my last video, which was just going to be a quick attempt of drawing a hand based off a reference from Pinterest, which failed horribly, I realized that I should go take it back a step, not rush it too quick. So I'm going to be learning the basics, doing a couple things, having you follow along as I do these things, and then gonna try to challenge myself and see if I've actually learned it. One of the issues I ran into with the drawing tablet, there are really two issues that I ran into. Number one, I went from my drawing tablet with Clip Studio Paint straight over to this thinking they were gonna be the same thing. Not the same thing. Not even close. Like, I'm dealing with differences galore. But the second big thing, I noticed the stabilization bar. It doesn't do what I thought it did. So that's definitely one of the big setbacks, even just in that. I like to have my stabilization bar when I'm doing inking up. If I'm using Procreate, I don't think I'm going to have it very high. It's not that good in my opinion. But I've barely used it. Like I said, it's only a little bit. So follow along as I try to get good with this tablet. All right, let's open a couple layers. All right, guys, we're going to start with some basics. I got myself a brush. I tried some of their brushes. I didn't really like any of them. I mean, I didn't really try them, I don't think, really well enough. But I was trying to work with them, and they just weren't really doing what I wanted. So I made my own brush. It's called Untitled Brush. Available in the store, guys. If you want to buy this brush... It's not available. It's not anything. I just made it up. I just kind of adjusted some bars, just like, if you want to see it. Just went, Stair Dreamline. Yep, just 29%. Don't even know what that is. I threw the tapering to, like, maximum. And then I think that's, like, everything I did. So, like, it's basically just a brush with tapering and a little stabilization on it. Like I said earlier, the stabilization is not my favorite, so I kind of have it only at 29%. So first we're going to start with just some boxes, okay? Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, we're just going to draw some boxes. We're going to start with 2D planes, all right? And then we're going to move to some 3D. Okay, obviously, I need to stop wiggling. All right, we're just going to try quick lines. All right, we're going to do a little line over here. We're going to start with this. Okay, yeah, definitely need a lot of practice. And we ask ourselves, what angle are we looking at this from? All of them. Look at that. It's one of these bad boys, okay? Look at that. Yeah. We're looking at top, bottom, and all angles. We're not looking at all angles, guys. Guys, come on. Be serious with me. All right, there we go. It's all fixed up. All right. Oh, no. Little boxy. Let's fix it. There we go. Looks even more beautiful than before. All right, like I said, we're just going to do a couple more boxes. After I get a little used to this, I think I'll definitely start improving. Yeah, I'm already doing a little better than before. I'm going to just say, just with a couple lines, I already feel like I'm doing a little better. Am I doing better, guys? Say whether or not you think I'm improving, because, like, if you ask me, that's some top A-grade squares, okay? Would you guys hire me to be, like, your construction worker, to fix these top A-grade squares? What am I doing? That's not even how you do a square like that. We do it like this. Boom. 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 Look at that. Skyscraper. Put some windows in there. Tic-tac-toe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Think you can beat that? I win! Okay, guys, back to seriousness. We're going to do one more square. We're going to see. I think I'm doing a little better. I have a little problem where I'll wiggle right at the end. And it's very clearly me. Look at that! I mean, it's not amazing, but, like, that's kind of like... Alright, now it's not. But it was the best square I think I've done. Okay, let's just do some circles, okay? Trying to put my hands in camera without, like, putting my head and just twisting this tablet is right now been the hardest thing for me. We're just doing some squiggles. We're just doing some squiggles back and forth. Guys, this is what I do when I'm trying to improve on a pen or a tablet. First off, I just figure out how the circles work. Then I start going big. Then I start going small. All right, we're going to try with some circles. All right, we're going to close this layer. We got another layer already pre-set up. All right, we're going to do circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to do 6 more, but this time, after I finish them, I'm going to add a grid line to them. Boy, these are some lovely circles. Let's try some hat lines, you know, just quick lines. We're going to try actually putting them closer together. All right. We'll do one last little thing, all right? We'll try going back to squares for a moment. Ooh. I think that whoa, look at that. Just with a look, guys, look at that. All right, let's okay, I don't know if we can properly compare. Okay, no, look at that. Compare what's not hidden there on that layer. Let me erase it so that way you can see. Okay. Compare that square to that square. Okay, well, it's a little better. Look at that. Look at that line. All right, I was gonna say, well, it's a lot better, and then I kind of just looked. Well, it's better. You gotta admit, guys, it's better in some ways, but not this one. Just a couple more things. All right. This is definitely looking. Actually, I think it's looking better, guys. This is looking better. Look at that one. It looks better than that one. And we got a tall building. I kind of forgot how to draw the opposite of a building like that. And so I kind of just started doing it backwards. Yeah, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay? Let's just do, if we were looking at from the ground, okay, we're going to draw a line there, a line there. We've completely gone from good to bad again. Okay, guys, just, it's in the shading. That's what we'll do. Let's say this part is shaded. Yep, that's shaded. Hatching, guys. Hatching. That's awful. That's atrocious. We'll just kind of erase that. There we go. All right, we're going to try that again. We're going to do line there, and then line going up that isn't wiggly. Okay, we'll make it a really thick line. That's what we'll do. And then we'll do that. It's beautiful. I love it. It's amazing. It's a house with a door. You guys impressed yet? You don't sound impressed. Okay. All right, guys. We're at the end of the video, and now we're going to draw the last thing. I bet you're curious. I bet you're dying. You're like, oh, what is it? What is it? Oh, you want to know? I'm going to tell you. Guinevere. My OC from Prince Guinevere, The Adventures of Prince Guinevere and Sir Dumpling, or just Prince Guinevere and Sir Dumpling. My brother and I made it together, and he's going to get upset at me and say it's my OC, but, it's my OC. We're going to try drawing him. And to up the level, because not knowing how to draw on this tablet isn't hard enough, we're going to try drawing him from memory. Listen, I animate the show, so I think I should be able to remember every detail, seeing as I redraw him all the time. All right, first we're going to start. We're going to draw Prince Guinevere. We're going to do like the top half of him. Or I guess we could do a full body thing. We'll do chest. All right, we're gonna have him holding his mustache. Okay. Arm. That's a ball for the shoulder. I think his arms are a little small. Maybe they're not, but let's put his arm a little lower in. Maybe that one arm is a little bit of a waist. Here we get his hips. He's looking almost a little feminine, but this is how Guinevere looks, guys. He has a very interesting physique. Okay, we're gonna draw that leg and that leg. See, a lot of this, what I like about Guinevere is he wears this thing. Don't ask me what it's called. I've drawn it 1,000 times, but I don't know what it's called. But it covers his legs, and he's got one there and he's got one there. So normally, I don't actually have to draw his legs. So normally I'm really content with drawing him because I just be like, boom, push it out. We're going to draw that. I think his arms need to be longer is really the biggest thing so far. What way is he looking? We're going to make him look this way. Yeah. So that means his mustache stems from there. Cool trick, all right? If you want a little tip for drawing Guinevere's mustache, you know, ever drawing fan art, I like to just do, not that. I like to do just this, and then this sometimes, and then I pull it in. Guinevere's mustache, as you might know, is just literally a really thin line with a ploof at the end. If you don't know, he takes bow wax for your bowstring, and then he waxes the whole mustache so that way it stays real nice and tight, then lets the end floof out. That's how he gets it so long. Okay, guys, it's not fake. It's a real mustache. And with Guinevere's fingers, sometimes I'll make them real blocky. I'm remembering how to draw a hand. Imagining myself in the position, I would draw this. But sometimes I draw his hands real blocky for the rough, and even when I'm doing it, I will draw it blocky. That's looking way better for his arm. Okay. In Guinevere, I normally don't give him a neck. Like, you really don't see a neck, but we're going to kind of give him one here. Alright, now we're going to get to a little more intricate things. One of the things about Guinevere is he always has a point for his chin. Alright, one of the things I also like is his helmet is a little more like this, but we're doing 3/4 view, so we round this end over, pull it to a point, and we're going to cut the helmet off over here. Normally, see, depending on what my mood is when I'm drawing him, I might draw it really big, really small, but I think I've drawn his helmet too big because I actually want it like up here. Now, Guinevere sometimes I give him really wide chest, and sometimes I give him not so wide of a chest. Right now, it looks like I'm not giving him a wide chest. When my brother and I were discussing the design of him, I was thinking this really big guy, and he was thinking this really small guy. And I told him I hate his design. He told me he loved it. And then later I looked at the design and I went, oh, I love that. Wait. No, I think I got our designs for... Yeah, he wanted a skinny guy, I wanted a big guy. I got it right. Sometimes I forget. See, like, this kind of became his whole wrist part, but I don't want that to be the whole thing. I want this right here to be a gray, and then... Yeah, this isn't looking so bad. He also has, which I will use for composition a lot of times, his cape, which I hadn't drawn any yet. Look at that. See, like, it can look really compositional. You just throw the cape in there and have it doing this whole wavy swirl. You know? So right now, let me just make sure I got everything. Mustache here. Mustache there. Feather. He has these two bands here. 2 giant plates on his shoulders, which can vary in size depending on what I'm drawing. His right wrist is a little big, but I think we'll shorten that. This looks okay. This looks okay. I actually normally make these things kind of bigger. I think they'll be fine. I'm going to give him his ankle or his kneecaps. He has these giant things for his kneecaps. And I think we can draw that. I don't think I'm missing anything. Alright. First, we're going to do the helmet. I'm having such a hard time drawing this line. Alright, there we go. Now, sometimes, if you ever seen the Guinevere series, which I totally recommend that you go watch, I will add a second bar onto here. So if you go, hey, he's supposed to have that second bar, sometimes I add it, sometimes I don't. It all depends on whether or not I feel like it. I'm drawing him so much that sometimes I feel lazy and I go, ah. And other times I just forgot about it at the moment and then later look back at it and go, ooh, I totally should have done that. So for his eyeballs, it all depends on his emotion again. See, a lot of these things I'm not normally specific on. Well, some things. Like I said, it really all depends on what I'm drawing, when I'm drawing it, and why I'm drawing it. What scene it is. If I'm doing a heavy combat scene, I might throw away a lot of details. If I'm reusing an old picture, because that's kind of what I do sometimes, I will use all the old details. If I'm drawing off a different image, because certain images have certain details and certain images don't, if I'm referencing, then I'll have details or lack details. For this corner, I sometimes have it round. In the beginning, I had it as blades, but I kind of got tired of drawing those sharp angles at different perspectives. So I kind of just rounded it out. And for this, I just kind of went, yeah, that looks good. But it really doesn't look good. I don't know why I don't draw things more consistently. Well, no, like I said, I know why. I'm just kind of talking while I'm drawing. Normally I'm silent listening to music, being like, oh yeah, I got hours to kill trying to draw Guinevere in 70 different angles. You know, I don't know if I mentioned, but I animate the show by myself. Then it gets into the belt. The belt goes all the way around to here. And for these, I normally do like plates. And they're not really aligned. I really don't know how his armor sticks together sometimes. When I'm drawing it, I go, wow, his armor's in trouble. But, you know, I think he manages. That, for these, the design has changed. Okay, originally these were like sharp edges inside the thing, but I got tired of drawing so many ridges that I just kind of said, I'm not doing that. And so I stopped. Hand there. Huge hand there. Stroke the mustache. Whoops. I'm not even following my own tutorial. It's not undoing. There we go. Not even following my own tutorial. There we go. Okay, and now the wave. And then the wave. And with that. Let's see how that looks. It's definitely something. It's Gwen. Oh, he saved only half his mustache. Let's salvage that. Okay. Like I said, look at that. Sometimes we have that third tough. I think again I need to just draw more. But A-grade stuff, to be honest. Actually, the tablet isn't that bad. Obviously, it's very much a user error. I'm going to keep using it, keep practicing, follow along, and hope you enjoy, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more, and leave a comment what I should do. Definitely, obviously, improve, but comment what you think I should do. See you guys in the next one.